Hi YouTube, it's me again, doing videos no one cares about. I've got Frankie and Bennies double patty, which I'm really excited for because I love burgers, and I also have chips too. Yummy. And we're just gonna talk like we usually do. Talk and eat. It's the best thing for humans. It's feasting. Wow. The burgers from Frankie and Bennies are seriously 10 out of 10. Honestly, they're unreal. The best burger, the best vegan burger I've ever tasted is Frankie and Bennies. The fuck is that? I have no idea what that is. I'm so sorry for how messy my hands are getting. It actually fell over there. I am so sorry. Oh my god. Oh my. There we go. There we go. Please stay. Please stay. Okay. So, I wasn't doing well yesterday, obviously. It was obvious. And I wasn't doing well a few days before. But I think I'm through it. It was difficult. It still is difficult, but not in the same way. Not in the same way whatsoever. Mental health is hard. It's not pretty. Someone's messaged me. Yeah, it's not pretty. It's not pretty. But with the right support, it'll be okay. Right now, it's difficult for a lot of people. Like if you're listening now and you're struggling, it is more than 4 people I know who are having a difficult time. It's seriously a lot, and it is due to the climate. It's a climate like we've never experienced before. Being affected by a real pandemic is hard. You know, we never expected any of this. A lot of people I talk to are feeling lonely. I have friends, a loving partner who I cherish, and I know I'm lucky. And even I struggle. We're long distance. We move out in February. I'm really excited. I know life will be easier living with him. I'm wearing my Hey Arnold socks. But yeah, if you're struggling, things will be okay. It doesn't feel like it's gonna be okay. No, it doesn't. Let's just address that. Like, if we're gonna consider the world at hand, the climate change, the politics, the loneliness, the joblessness, the homelessness, no shows, resurgence of confident people who are hateful, very hateful, being concerned and confused about who, who's the enemy and who isn't. Or whether that be personal or trying to figure it out for yourself. It's difficult. A lot of people I know are struggling with their sexuality right now. It's causing problems. And it's more than one person I know. It's 3 people struggling with their identity. Yeah, it's hard. So it's okay to feel down. I think I can see why around Christmas is especially depressing for a lot of people. If you just saw spit, I'm so sorry. I don't think anyone logs into YouTube to see me eat. I really have no idea why I continue to do this, but I do enjoy it, so there we go. Maybe I just miss, like, eating and talking to people, It is one of my favourite things to do, is to go out with friends and, like, and eat and discuss things, and yeah. I think that's, like, one of my favourite things to do, so I can see why I'm doing this. I'm thankful for my job. It's a pain in the butt sometimes. But what job is it, What job is easy? No job. Not even... Nothing. There's nothing. There is no one wants to work. That's why it's called work and not play. That was a stupid thing to say. That was stupid. That was so stupid. That wasn't an accent, by the way. For God's sake, it's not. That growl was weird. I apologise. There is a lot of drama on YouTube. Let's talk about that. Because you're from YouTube, right? You. Yes, you. You're from YouTube. So bitches. That's what we're going to talk about. So, H3H3. The wonderful Ethan and Hila Klein. Loving people with a brilliant clothing line. A YouTube channel. They met when they were young. They fell in love when they were young. At a Holocaust museum. Beautiful story. They bring each other a lot of happiness. You have Trisha Paytas, a small town girl who just wanted to make it big. She's been in an Eminem music video. She's the most open person on YouTube. The most honest. Has the most humility I have ever seen. She has an ability to be embarrassed, to laugh at herself, to be the butt of the joke, her whole life. In fact, she says she enjoys it. And that's real humility. When you know you're being made fun of, but you don't mind, you know? Because that's essentially kind of a role she played at one point. With the, the dumb comments and things which she knows is entertaining. So, this unlikely pair came together. These two powerhouses on opposite ends of the spectrum came together. One pokes the fun at things, people, and with right. And another makes herself, on purpose, the butt of the joke. And they came together, and it was awesome. It was called Frenemies, so entertaining, and it genuinely kind of like, it lifted me out of a really bad mood once. It was Tuesday, it hadn't been uploaded, and like, I felt bad. I felt sad without it. And then it was uploaded at like 1 a.m. And sadly, they've fallen out. Frenemies are now enemies. And it's so sad, you know? Like, everyone saw it coming, even they themselves did, but like, maybe not so quickly. And I mean, I may as well say what I think on it. I may as well. I don't think either are in the wrong. Okay, first of all. However, they've both done things which aren't okay. I don't know, maybe you could call that being in the wrong. I don't know. But Trisha does something which is disruptive to the family, which is she says things like, you're not close to Moses. Moses doesn't like you. Moses hates you. Moses is the brother and brother-in-law to the podcaster. This naturally would hurt anyone. Trisha is joking. She has the right to joke. She has the right to jab into Ethan. But not into Hila. Not into Elon. She doesn't have that right because, well, maybe she does, okay? But here's the thing. If it's starting to cause a disruption, someone should have spoke to her about it. And from the Dr. Drew episode, where they already knew she has a problem with boundaries, they know that they need to establish it. But they need to be careful with... They need to be clear with the boundary, because she's so out there with everything. That was a mistake. They didn't talk to her. It's not her fault that she didn't know not to talk about it. It's not her fault. To not communicate that off air, it was a misstep, and Ethan is a very smart person, and so is Ela. It was an unfortunate misstep, which has led to a really big blowout, and Moses is the person that can fix it, because he can he can clear the lines between the two and say, hey, I don't feel this way, but I have spoken to Trisha about it, and I've let her know not to say these things, and, just enforcing either of the point would be helpful, just so no one's confused, which they all, well, one side is, the H3 podcast is confused. Trisha does have the right to know. Sorry, the right to poke fun. She's the part of the joke, why wouldn't she? But you let someone know when the joke is going too far. And they didn't. But anyway, enough of that. Enough of it. I'm feeling less exhausted. I'm feeling a few hours ago I was like, wow, I'm starting to feel normal again. No, I was starting to feel not exhausted. And now I'm like, oh good, my brain's starting to feel normal again. It's just not so chaotic up there. Oh God. When you love someone, the world is different. In a good way. In a good way. Just still different. And I would never change it back. But, yeah. Because what's worse is being in a relationship when you don't love the person. When you love them, it's kind of like, no matter what happens, no matter what they say, they're still perfect. And that's a really big deal for me. Yeah. 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 So, I am done. Thank you for being here for me yesterday and today. I'm better and I'm not exhausted. My head isn't spinning for no reason whatsoever. And it's gonna be alright. And if you're struggling too, this sounds ridiculous, but there's lots of good websites out there. Every Mind Matters by the NHS. There's Samaritans, if you need to call them, if you're in the UK. There's lots of forums online. There's The Mighty, which is a website. Please go to your GP if you need help. And if you have the money, you can go to a professional therapist. Jennifer Hooper in the UK is fantastic. And she's based in London. I'll put the link down below. Thank you so much for watching me eat, if you did, because I do appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. So thank you. Bye-bye.